it's not morning. Good afternoon. We're getting started here. Gonna tune in with the collective. Gonna do some readings. I had an event scheduled for later today in Orlando, and I actually had to cancel with them because I have another event that I have to go to for my art, and I don't have the energy for both, but I do have some energy for some readings on live today, so I'm just popping in here, burning some sage, some incense. Happy Saturday. It's a beautiful Saturday. The weather is gorgeous. It's a little overcast. It's just how I like it. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and tune in. We're tuning in with the collective's angels, with their ancestors and guides, higher powers, ascended masters. We're looking for any signs, any symbols, any clarity for the collective at this time, anything they need to hear. We have the Empress so far coming out when I shuffled. Love the Empress energy. So we're going to go ahead and tune in. Starting off with the Thoth deck. Oh, we have financial gain and the Empress. 9 of Pentacles. Love that. Right. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and tune in here. Tuning in with the angels and the ancestors, our guides. Any signs or symbols for the collective at this time, please show me clearly. What do we have coming forth for the collective? Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, 5 of Cups in the reverse. You're letting go of a lot of disappointment here. It's like you've come full circle. Look at that, the Fool in the reverse. I feel like we also have the World card also coming out in the reverse. But with the Thoth deck, I don't really take reversals. So we have the Prince of Swords and the Four of Swords. Okay. So the Prince of Swords, he's very adamant about where his thoughts lead him. Okay, he's very aware that his thoughts become manifestations. So I feel like you're coming to a point of like, is this thought going to serve me? Is this going to get me to where I'm trying to go? The fact that you have the Fool card, look at that, the Lover's card as well. Beautiful. Oh, wow. Okay. So I feel like there's an undertone of money, of like collaboration. You're wanting to collaborate with the world around you. However, there is a more of a focus on your thoughts and kind of like, why do the thoughts that you have keep coming up, and how can you allow them to serve you? How can you like clear the channel so that you're able to like move forward and become new? Beautiful energy. Okay. This Chetnya. Okay, let's see. Let's get some clarifiers here for the collective. So we have the World, the Fool card, and the Lovers. What kind of disappointments are we letting go here? Okay, that's so funny. Because I said, what kind of disappointments are we looking at here? And it's like, anytime we have the Star card and the Three of Wands. So anytime that we have moments where we kind of doubt our ability to shine and our ability to move forward, our ability to be seen, We have the Two of Swords. So this Two of Swords and the Two of Wands is giving, like, you know, thinking a little bit too much before you take action on a thing, right? And you're letting that go. You're letting that go, and any, you know, because you realize that that overthinking has led you to disappointment. So now we're moving into the Star card. We're moving into being seen in your most authentic, most vulnerable self. Beautiful energy. Let's see. So with the Fool and the Lovers here, how can collective move into the Fool and the Lovers? Look at the Moon card. We have the Moon and Temperance. Hi, God bless you too, Glenn. Hi. So we have the Fool. I'm sorry, we have the World and Temperance. Angel energy coming through. You have your angels with you. Your angels might have came and visited you last night, I'm hearing. Wow. Under the moon. I don't know if you say your prayers mostly at night. I'm feeling that you are definitely protected, definitely, like, wings. I feel like wings are wrapped around you. Oh, I love that energy. Okay. So let's see what else can come through for the collective. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. I do feel like there is, you know, there is an undertone of money here, which, oh my God, I love when it comes out so clear like this. Okay, so the fact that we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse is like you're no longer feeling left out. Okay, you're no longer feeling left out from, you know, the abundance, the natural abundance of the world, of the universe. Now with the Seven of Pentacles, you're just more focused on, is this worth my effort? Like, I'm always manifesting things. Manifestation, you are a natural manifester, okay? But right now it's like you're trying to consider, is this lemon worth the squeeze? Is this worth my effort? This angel energy coming through is like, it's kind of asking you to follow. I feel like there's like a sense of innocence here. There's something about what is your more innocent inclination, because we do have babies here. With the Lovers card, we have babies. We have this cherub on top. So I feel like this has something to do with a baby. It's very innocent. Maybe you're a very sweet, innocent person. You have a lot of, like, natural kindness to you, I'm hearing. Okay, what is this Seven of Pentacles? Show me clearly. Yeah, Ace of Wands. So I do feel like Ace of Wands with the Sun card. You see, this is like the fact that you have that baby energy is what I'm talking about. It's like you are naturally happy. You're a naturally, like, joyous person. I feel like there's something here about sexuality. There's something here about maybe you don't know how to fully embody your more passionate side because you have so much sweetness to you, so much innocence. You don't, maybe people have shamed you for any kind of sexuality or any kind of passionate. I feel like there's a lot of passion that wants to come out from you. A lot of, like, man, a lot of raw energy that wants to come out of you. I feel like you're not aware of how powerful you are either because you have so much innocence, so much sweet energy to you. Wow, this is a beautiful collective that I'm reading for. Okay, let's see what else. Let's move into my Gaian Tarot deck. I've had this deck for over 10 years, and, you know, if you can tell, it's pretty old, but I love it so much. Okay. I do have a lot of incoming energies here, a lot of people that want to work with you, a lot of people that want to text you, email. I think you have to open up your ability to receive here with the Empress energy coming through in the beginning. I feel like this is all about opening your hands and receiving all the blessings that are coming towards you right now. Okay. Alright, let's see. These are a little bit harder to shuffle. For the collective, please show me clearly. This deck is very, like, okay. The Two of Swords. Two of Swords coming out again. So we have the Two of Swords here. But the Two of Swords here is like her listening. She's listening to the birds. I feel like the birds might be having a message for you as well. Pay attention to nature. I feel like nature is wanting to speak with you. We have the King of Swords, and we have the Seven of Pentacles again. So the Seven of Pentacles came out earlier, and I was asking you, like, it's like, what are you willing to, commit to? And this is about future. Hi, Gory. This is about the future. This is about planting woods and trees that are going to shade your future family, your future generations to come. And I think that's what the goal is here with your investments, of like what is worth, the future. So we have the King of Swords. I'm going to go ahead and read the Seven of Earth here, because the fact that it came out twice, I think it's worth reading. This is my favorite deck, and I love the way that this book describes it. Okay. So when you get this card in a reading, it may be a time to set a goal for yourself that involves a long-term planning on a practical level. Don't expect to see results immediately, but be content to know that you are working slowly and steadily towards your goal. Be patient. You're not on your own timeline here. Instead, you're on Mother Earth's schedule. You are learning to live in sync with her rhythms and cycles. Trust that your efforts are worthwhile, even if you don't see the fruits of your labors for a very long time. Like a red cedar sapling reaches towards the sky, transforming a clear cut into a temperate old growth rainforest. Oh, okay. So I do feel like you might be feeling like, if you're feeling anxious because you're like, why are the things not manifesting yet? I feel like your affirmation here is, I trust that my efforts are growing to fruition in their own good time. So there's something here about being patient, and you're growing towards the sky. I feel like something here about like moving towards the sky, moving towards like something more heavenly, something that's like, but something bigger than you, something that is heavenly. Say love, guidance, please. When I will get his confession. Oh my gosh, Gary, you're so cute. Okay, so this is a collective read, but if you want to stick around really quick, I can pull a card for you. But we do have the Lover's card here if you are looking for love. I do feel like if this was a love reading, this is definitely asking you to focus more on your own future, on your own personal legacy that you're leaving behind. Anybody that is a partner to that, I feel like until you figure out what it is that you're trying to do with your own manifestations, anybody is going to be like a sideline. We all have our journeys. Okay, we all have our journeys to take, and if you don't focus on what it is that you want to manifest and create in your life, then somebody is just going to be a distraction for you. Okay, so let's see what else for the collective, please. Okay, so it says, you are worried that by letting go of frustration, those who are responsible will perceive they have won. Well, they have won because the only one suffering is you. I feel like, yeah, if you're sticking to something because you're like stubborn, or like in spite of something, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna keep doing this because I feel like, I don't want to show these people. I want to show these people up. I want to show them that I'm not gonna quit. But if you're frustrated in a situation, if you're at a job, if you're in a relationship, and it's creating frustration within you, and you're sticking around just to prove a point, I'm feeling like you need to let go, and there's something here that's going to be better for you. Okay, as soon as you let that energy go, new energy is going to come in towards you. So you have frustration. Frustration is not wasted energy if it's channeled positively to create a better outcome for yourself. Embrace your frustration and work with it, not against it. Yeah, so there's something here. I feel like I'm hearing the name, like a name that starts with an F. I don't know why. There's like an F name coming through. Um, the fact that we have the Fool, frustration, foolishness is very interesting. Um, okay, so let's see what else. Let's try another deck. Let's see what rune is here with you today. What rune? Alright. Show me clearly, please, for the collective. Alright. So we have a blessing here, a gift. This is like a gift, an incoming gift. Someone's going to give you a gift, a blessing, a reward. There's something here about like Ganesh. You know, when I said my prayer, when I started this reading, I asked for Ganesh to be here with us to help us move through any blockages. So if there's anything that's making you feel frustrated, but you feel in your heart that it's meant for you, you feel it in your heart, then allow Ganesh to push through that with you, okay? Allow Ganesh, you can say Ganesh's mantra. Um, Om, Om, what is it? Om Ganapataye Namaha is Ganesh's mantra. You can look it up, and there's chants on YouTube. But definitely, I would say if you're feeling any kind of blockages, definitely, like, a lot of times it's not on your time, it's going to be on God's time. So I feel like we need to accept certain things and let go, okay? Because I feel like that's always, if once you, when you're pulling on something, you're going to stay in the wanting, okay? You're not going to be able to experience it because you're going to stay on the other side of it. So this rune card is the theme of giving and sharing. There may be a surprise gift arriving in your life soon, whether a material one or in the form of emotional support from others, or even the gift of discovering a hidden talent. This card urges you to appreciate the gift for the blessing it is, but it also indicates the need for you to shine a spotlight on this energy exchange in your life right now, including personal relationships, partnerships, and contracts. Are you giving too much and receiving too little, or are you the one not investing enough in a situation? You are especially encouraged to ensure there's a balance between giving and receiving in all your relationships. It also wants you to take a good close look at the most important relationship of all, the one you have with yourself, and to create a harmonious balance between being sensitive to the needs of others and taking care of your own. That is so funny. Yeah, that's exactly the message that I was picking up. It's like, this isn't a love reading. This is definitely not about another person. This is definitely about you. Can you navigate your disappointments? Can you navigate your negative thoughts to get you to a place where you can take action, clear, intentional action? Okay, because there are other people that want to work with you, but if you look at all these cards, this is very individual. This is very like, I'm trying to figure out who I am, what it is that I'm doing, and can I listen to God? Can I listen to the universe around me? We do have these two. We have the Lovers card come out, and we do have these two babies here, this couple here. But I feel like, you know, with the Hermit there, and he's like presiding over this union. But I think this is more about the Lovers as Gemini energy, and with you and yourself. Okay, this is about you looking in the mirror and understanding who you are finally. Okay, because you do have the Sun card here popping out at the bottom of this deck, more baby energy, and I feel like it's asking you to return to that innocence. I feel so much love in this reading, like so much love, and I feel like it's like pouring out the love that you had, that you finally feel for yourself, that you're like, you are the best thing in this in this universe, which is so, it's so wonderful. It's so wonderful to feel, you know, because you are the conduit. You are the conduit of God. You know, God wants to live in you and to experience you fully. And the more that you love yourself, the more you can love God, the more that you can love other people. All right, so this is a new deck that I have. You're welcome, Gary. This is a deck that I just got. It was a gift, and it is pretty stiff still. But my friends know that I love birds, so they gave me a bird deck. And I do feel like this is like, there's a lot of birds, a lot of wings in this reading, so we're going to go ahead and see what the birds have to say to us. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we got the wood pigeon. If you like pigeons. Okay. We are loosely put together of broken parts, edged with the brilliant, the harder parts softened by the pains suffered, forming a whole more beautifully figured yet exceedingly changeable. Wow. So I feel like you've probably experienced a lot of pain in your life, but I feel like you're aware of how beautiful that that has made you. I feel like you understand pain as like a pendulum, and that as far as you have swung um, into the painful, you understand that that has made you more beautiful. Like you are able to understand other people, you're able to like be, you know, relate to other people's pains, and that is such a home, you know, for I mean, I'm picking up like Christ consciousness. I'm picking up like, oh my gosh. Okay, let's see what else. All right, so we have the Wheel of Fortune coming out, and Temperance coming out as well. So Wheel of Fortune, Fortuna, change, blessings, and a turn of fortune as the seasons change. We grow, learn, and develop and receive the harvest of our work. Create luck, and it will find you. Beautiful. Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter. All right, so definitely had. I feel like we saw the Wheel of Fortune here earlier. We do have the World card, so I do feel like this is about allowing things to change in due time, you know, not forcing anything. Okay, so we have Sophia as well, the goddess Sophia. Wisdom and angelic guidance from your highest self, the holy light and power of love. She embraces all earthly experiences and transmutes them into light. Temperance, Sagittarius. Beautiful. Yeah, I feel like your higher self is wanting to communicate with you. It's wanting to let you know that everything's gonna be okay. I feel like there might be, you know, I love that there's not there's a little bit of disappointment here leaving your energies. Like you're like already like, I don't want to be disappointed. I trust that God has his plan for me. I trust that the universe has its plan for me, that I don't have anything to worry about, that I can just be in my naturally abundant self, and God wants to participate with me. I feel like the universe, you know, I feel like you are finally releasing a lot of your expectation and your preferences about what you want to happen. I feel like it's like if there's ever been a time that you're like, Jesus, I'm ready for you to take the wheel. It's like you're like, you know, cuz I feel like it's there's a lot of yeah, there's definitely a lot of releasing here. Um if you look at this, the Fool and the World card, it's almost like this energy was just birthed. You know, you see the two legs. This energy was just birthed. But at the same time, this is an ancient soul. This is somebody that has that's aware and knows that this is not my first time around the world. And so the Fool card is like, this is not my first time, but I can be light. I can be light like a baby. I can be innocent. I can be free. And it's all these butterflies, and he's, you know, there's a lot of wisdom here. Oh, I love it so much. And I feel like with the star card here as well, the fact that we have that nudity, and then the fact that we have it, this vulnerability and willing to give, you know, to give so much because you know that you receive so much. And that's definitely a message coming through as well. It's like, if you don't feel like you're receiving enough from the world or from the universe, from your friends, try giving to homeless people, giving to, you know, random acts of kindness I'm hearing, or you can even just, you know, call your family, call your friends, and just give them flowers, give them love, give them, you know, connect with them, let them know how much they mean to you, how much their support means to you, even if it's not where you want it to be. I feel like it's really important that you give love, reach out to the people that love you, because a lot of people love you, and you love a lot of people as well. So make sure that you give some honey, give some love to them, okay? All right, let's see. What else do we have for the collective? Thank you. Okay. There's no time like the present to get lost. Realize that a path has many expressions: exploring creativity, indulging intuition, pursuing a relationship. Choose one and get lost on the pathless path today. Wander where there is no path. Beautiful. I love whoever's doing all those little hearts. You're so cute. I love you so much. So definitely, I feel like spirit universe wants you to know that the path appears as you walk on it. Okay, the path appears as you walk. So you might not have a set plan. You might not know exactly what you need to do, but just take a step and move forward. Because I feel like it's saying, you might. It says get lost in parentheses like that because it's like it's all God's plan. Allow yourself to feel free enough to do whatever you feel the inclination to do. I mean, don't be reckless, okay? Don't be reckless. But I also feel like there's a lot here that you have yet to explore about your reality, about your life, about your story. Okay, let's see. I feel like I can restart this reading, even though it's so beautiful. Yeah, I feel like I want to restart this reading. So we're going to close up this reading. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to reset, cleanse this beautiful message. Like you're feeling new. Whoever's watching this is feeling new. Is feeling like I never felt like this before. You probably woke up and was like, I don't know what happened last night. I feel like your angels might have cleansed you. You might have prayed to your angels right before bed, and I think that they might have just like took some of that off your plate that you don't need anymore. You're like, actually, I gotta reset. I gotta recharge. And your angels are with you. So let's go ahead and get into another reading. Clear some of this energy out. It's a beautiful Saturday. I usually do my readings outside under the sun, but it has been raining, so everything's really wet right now. Spring, summer. Okay. All right, let's jump into another read. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. Once again, we're tuning in with the angels and the ancestors of the collective. Any signs or symbols, any guidance for the collective at this time. Thank you so much. Didn't I say, I feel like the Empress really wants to be seen today. I feel like, man, beautiful Empress. Okay, beautiful Empress energy coming through. What else for the collective? Please show me clearly. What does the collective need to see today? Any signs or symbols for the collective? Any signs or symbols? Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, the Tower. The Tower card. Alright, King of Cups. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright. Well. Two of Wands. Alright, so we have the Sun. Okay, so there's definitely... Okay, so this is looking like... This one's looking more like a love reading. This one's looking more like it might be a little bit about, I mean, a little bit about a love reading, but I feel like it's more like if you're seeking a partnership, you'll find more clarity about this partnership when you have like your emotional stability. I feel like we have the King of Cups. This might be another person. I think that's another person. I think this King of Cups, I feel like they might be trying to also figure out their money. I think they're also trying to figure out how to invest their money, how to invest their time. We do have the Tower card coming out. This is a lot of cards. I feel like, yeah, the fact that we have the Tower here, we have the Tower. It's funny because we have the Tower, but we have the Sun card. So I feel like this might be a storm that's passing in your life right now, but don't worry, okay? Because I feel like it is going to end up better than you can imagine. Again, your angels are here with you. Yeah, I feel like, man, I feel like this, the five of swords with this five of swords in the reverse, this Temperance, this is like, I feel like this is something that happened to you recently where your angels kind of took away like a lot of the discourse in your head, a lot of the discord that felt like you were, you know, unnecessary overthinking. I feel like the angels kind of just like took that from you and was like, you know, you don't need to think that much. And so your thoughts are like really slowing down lately. You just kind of recognize the excess of it, you know? Beautiful. Good day. Any messages for me from Joe? Noura Mustafa. Okay. Any messages from Joe, huh? Well, let's see. Noura. Since I just cracked open this deck, let's see for Noura. Does she have any messages for Joe? Let's see. So we have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is, I feel like somebody's playing their cards close to their chest right now. I mean, Joe, I think he's kind of preoccupied. I think trying to balance out his finances. He's probably trying to figure out how to, like, I'm hearing like in this economy, yeah. Also, a little bit, it might be overthinking, or I don't know, he might be stuck in his thoughts. This is very stuck energy. I'm sorry about that, Nora, but it seems like maybe he's dealing with something eternally. For Nora, please. And then I'm gonna get back to his other readings, but yeah, so he might be, you know, he might be trying to figure it out. I feel like there's something here about him trying to figure it out, him trying to figure out, like, you know, how to best navigate these, you know, this fear or whatever it is that's keeping him stuck, okay, in his head, financially and otherwise. Because it seems like he has stable finances, but he also isn't going to get any better if he keeps doing what he's always done. Alright, so I'm going to jump back into this reading. I want to figure out right here this Empress, this King of Cups, Sun, Temperance, and the Tower. I want to know more about the Tower, please. I need to know more about this Tower moment. This Tower, show me about this Tower. What Tower are we going through right now? 10 of Wands, okay. Whoa. The fact that that went flying like that, goodness. Okay. For this Tower moment, we have the Three of Swords in the reverse. So we are moving away from any kind of heartbreak. I feel like if there, okay, that's so funny because it's Tower. Then we have the Six of Wands and the 10 of Wands, okay? So the Tower moment might have something to do with allowing any form of oppression, any form of like, this is kind of like a busyness. You're just it's like you're doing too much. So that's coming to an end, which I love. Which is interesting because 10 to 6 and the 4 of Wands. So 10 to 6 is 4. So the fact that you have, there's like oppression that is leaving you. It's okay. Let me figure out how to say this. Let me figure out how to say this better, because you do have the Ace of Swords twice here. Okay, so there's clarity coming for you. And I feel like you're causing this tower on your own. You're like, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do this song and dance anymore. There's something here that you're like, I know that there's something better for me, and you're walking towards that. You know, you have a victory here. It's so interesting because I feel like this is very mathematical. I don't know if you're into mathematics or, you know, look at this card that wanted to fly all the way over here. It's the Hierophant. So I feel like you're starting to take, I feel like you're starting to, I feel like math, for some reason, math keeps coming up. And I feel like maybe it has something to do with you utilizing, you're welcome, Nora. I feel like it has something to do with you utilizing your brain in a new way. You're like, I actually can do math. I'm actually good at that. I'm actually good at, you know, perceiving, or I can see this in a better way. I feel like there's something here about you, you know, because the way that mathematically these things, you have the 4 and the 6, and then you have the 2 of Wands here, right? And this is about choice making and leading yourself to victory. Okay, so you're like, and then we have the Queen of Wands. So this is like you fully stepping into your power, into your ability to manifest or to command reality. You're like taking it up a notch, you know? It's so interesting because I feel like there's also someone who is very stable in their emotions that is presenting something to you. We have no knights on this table, by the way. There are no knights. It's all, you know, we have Ace of Swords, but we do have a good amount of major arcana: the Tower, the Sun, Temperance, the Empress, and the Hierophant, which represents marriage. But I feel like this marriage is more about you. It's so interesting. Okay. We're at 37 minutes. Okay. Let's see what the Thoth deck wants to tell us. Okay, let's see. So we have the 8 of Pentacles popping out here, and I feel like this has to do with, like, you know, you're working harder than you need to, or something. Like, you working hard because you feel like you have to prove something to someone or prove something to other people. Like, this is winning at what cost, right? 5 of Swords, and then you have this 8 of Pentacles that was in the reverse of, like, you just want to keep your head down and think that you have to work towards something. You're like, I'm gonna show them, and that energy is like very, you know, it's moving away from you. It came out in the reverse. And also these 10 of Wands also came out in the reverse. So I feel like there's something here about not working as hard. The Empress is not someone who is like sweating in the field. She's someone who very much is in her divine feminine. Okay, she's someone who's very allowing things to work for her. She knows her worth. She knows that she can attract the things that she wants in her life. It's like she blooms. It's like a flower that blooms, and then the bees come. Let's see what this thought does. Thought deck. What's it tell us? Look at that. We have pleasure. Pleasure. You know, I do feel like there's pleasure. The Queen of Wands has a lot of pleasure. Okay, she has a lot of pleasure. She prioritizes the pleasure in her life. A very strong Leo energy coming through. We have Sagittarius. We have Taurus. Okay, what else? What else, Spirit? What else do we have for the collective at this time? Any signs or symbols? Any clarity? Whoa. Okay. That card fell on the floor. Right, what else? Please show me clearly. Thank you. Anything else? Let's do that one more time. Let's see. Any signs or symbols? Thank you. Anything else, please? For the collective at this time. Thank you. The Sun card. Thank you. What else? Thank you. Okay. All right. Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay, we have the Death card. We have the Devil. We have the Sun. And we have Temperance. Alright, so we have 4 major arcanas back to back here. With the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. And then we have one, I believe, fell on the floor. But the fact that we have 4 major arcanas. I know that one didn't fall, okay. Wow. Once again, the Sun card. I feel like this Sun card is asking you if you are able to be as happy as you really feel that you are. There's something here about like, can you smile? Can you laugh? Can you enjoy life? Even though, like, I feel like despite the pain, despite the frustration, despite things not being exactly how you want them to be, can you still be happy? Because there's so much to be happy about here. The fact that we have Temperance coming out twice. Temperance coming out twice. The Sun coming out twice. So look at all this positive energy here. This is super positive, super like joyous. Your angelic family with you. And then we have the Death and the Devil. Okay. And I feel like this Death card and the Devil card, it might look scary. It might look scary, guys, but it's really not, okay? The fact that we have an end to your addictions, it might seem scary because it's all that we've ever known. Okay, so we're moving into the unknown. After the Tower falls, we're moving into the unknown, okay? The fact that we have the Tower, the Devil, and the Death card, I feel like it's like it's something that came to a head and is like a bubble that popped. And it's not as bad as you think it's going to be. Like, that's what I'm hearing. It's not as bad as you think it's going to be. Okay? Because you have the Sun card here twice. I feel like there's so much joy, and there's so much love, and there's so much balancing. I feel like the scales are finally balancing here. But with the Three of Swords, I do feel like this is saying something. Three of Swords in the reverse, I feel like it is you needing to spend... Look at this. Actually, this energy might be about you you recognizing already, all right, recognizing enough of your pain and the sad stories that any sad stories that keep coming and circling around in your mind. It's like you recognizing that with the Hermit. You might be a Virgo as well, but we do have the Four of Wands, so I right under that. So I feel like there is, once you recognize the pain or the sadness that has been kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy, then you're going to be able to, with command and with authority, see your own life and say, okay, you know what, I'm going to walk through this portal of love. There's like someone here that wants to love me. There's someone here that is offering me so much, and all you have to do is say yes. I feel like this is less about saying no to your addictions and more about doing things that you know are more healthy for you, okay? Because I feel like there's something here about like your habits that are leading you to the same place. I feel like often people don't want to talk about their habits because your habits are more important than your goals. Okay, your goals without healthy habits are not going to get you to where you're trying to go, and our habits lead to our essentially our identity, okay, who we end up becoming. So it's really important that you pay attention to those things, okay? I feel like it is really highly on the collective's mind, okay? Alright, so this reading is a little bit heavier than the first one that we did. And we're at 44 minutes, so I think I'm going to do 15 more minutes. I'm going to do another reading. So we have breath. Take a few deep breaths and accept that some things just don't make sense. Soon enough, everyone will come to their senses to see the situation for what it is. Wow. Okay, so make sure to take deep breaths today. We have preservation. reevaluate this battle that you're engaged in. A hasty retreat may be in order. Self-preservation may be the only thing salvageable. Wow, okay, so yeah, if you're feeling frustrated or you feel like something's not, if you're like in a battle with someone or an argument, something like that, because we do have the Five of Swords here. If you feel like you're in some kind of argument or something going on in that sense, just allow yourself to take a step back and to breathe. Okay. This will pass. Okay. All right. So this is where I'm going to end this reading. It's very interesting. I mean, you do have the Six of Wands. So you do have victory here to overcome whatever it is that you feel frustrated by. I'm going to tell you, if you resonated with that reading, if you resonated with that second reading, I'm going to tell you to journal. Actually, I'm going to tell you to journal regardless. Regardless if you resonate with whatever reading. Journaling is something that I've done since I was a little girl. And it's really important for you to recognize the thoughts that are going through your head. I think that's the number one way that I recognized how negative I was as a child. I was like, man, all I do is like talk about how bad everything is, which was my form of release. But I think it's important to also notice all the beautiful things in your life and to speak on it and to write on it. So, all right, I'm going to jump into another reading. Let's cleanse this. Queen of Swords for that last reading. She really wants to be, prioritized. Your Queen of Swords is like, can you please just be more intentional about your time? Queen of Swords wants you to take up the higher view. She wants you to fly higher and to notice the patterns. Because the patterns are cyclical. Alright. One more reading. One more pull. One more energy pull before I close up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I know I should read for the signs again. I'm going to find time to do that, but I absolutely love doing these live readings. So I can, anybody that needs an answer immediately, I don't mind pulling a card for them, but I do love reading for the signs. So I'm going to get back on that. I just have a lot of things that I'm doing. If you guys are in Orlando, I do events for the new moon. Happy full moon, by the way. I gotta buy more candles. Really appreciate everyone who tunes in and watches the video. If you guys are enjoying it, please make sure to like and subscribe. I am a Scorpio stellium. I have my Sun, my Mercury, my Venus, and Pluto in Scorpio. So being seen is not my favorite thing, but I'm third child out of 6 kids. So I had no choice. And I often am sought out for guidance from my friends and my family. So here I am. Trying to do God's work because I love God and I love the universe and I love you so much. I have so much love for the collective, even though I know that we're all going through something so raw right now. I feel like consciousness is expanding and we're all going through something that's just so powerful, such a huge transition. I feel like we're all kind of like, what is going on? And who am I? And what are my goals? Who are my people? I feel like we're really needing to tune in with community and tune in with each other. So, all right, last pull before I close up this reading. We have 10 minutes before I reach the hour. Look at that, Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. It's really interesting because I do feel like we're needing to leave behind the good for the great. So don't be afraid, okay? Don't be afraid. I feel like there's something here about like, this is so good. How can I walk away from this? Something even better is waiting for you around the corner, okay? I'm so excited for you. All right, my beautiful collective. This is the last reading before I close up. Let's go ahead and get a few cards out here. I'm going to do a little pyramid. Let's see. So, 1, 2, so funny that this Five of Swords keeps going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So we have the Five of Swords popping out again. We have the Hierophant. We have the Judgment card. And we have the Ten of Cups. Okay. Ten of Cups. Wow. We have 2 major arcanas at the base of our pyramid. 2 major arcanas, the Ten of Cups and the Five of Swords. So when we have 5 and a 10, I feel like you're doubling up on something. I feel like this is a new realm for you. This Ten of Cups. This is something that you're like, I've never had this much before. This much I care about. This much love. This much support. This Ten of Cups is beautiful energy. But there's a lot of judgment here as well. So I feel like you're needing to overcome some judgment. You're needing to overcome some like ideas that you have about your own love and support. I feel like you need to recognize your judgment towards that. Wow. Okay, so we have 7 of Wands, the Moon, 10 of Cups again. Oh my god. You know, I'm so glad that this is recording because even though no one's watching right now, I know that people will watch this. The fact that we have the Moon, we have 10 of Cups again. Okay, 10 of Cups, the 10 of Cups. With the 5 of Wands at the bottom of this deck, we have 5 of Swords here as well. So, but this time it's the 7 of Wands. Okay, so it's funny because it feels like this in the past that you've had this kind of not only conflict with yourself, maybe but conflict with other people, right? With like how you're being perceived. This person's on their own here. Okay. What else? We have something here about the unknown. Let's see. Hi, Maggie. All right, let's see. Wow. This is like, I want to finish building the tower. I mean, the pyramid, because I feel like the fact that we have, oh, man, the Moon, we have major arcanas at the center here. We have the 10 of Cups on the side, and then we have kind of like, I don't want to say struggle, but the fact that we have the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Wands here on this side, I really want to see what the rest of this is going to be here. So let's see what the next line is going to be here. Let's see. my gosh. Funny. 5 of Wands. So good. Ugh. Alright, one. Nope. That's it. Okay. The Chariot. I love it. Okay. You guys, this is amazing. I really don't know if anybody's gonna see this. I feel like I know people are gonna see this because this is so good. We have the 5 of Wands and the Chariot. It's funny because we have defeat and we have victory. Alright, we have one more card to pull to complete this. Okay. I feel like you're going through this like rebirth. The fact that you have Judgment here with the moon in the reverse. There's something here that is coming to light that is going to make you so happy. And it's funny because I feel like you always knew. You always knew it and you never gave up hope. So absolutely, like, don't give up. Keep going. There's something here that is going to work out for you, but you just have to keep going. All right, so we have one more card left. One more card to finish this pyramid. The last card, and then we can kind of read this like a book, see what this story is about. Because it looks beautiful. It looks like a lot of ups and downs that you've been through in your life. You had a lot of waves, peaks and valleys. I'm hearing peaks and valleys. All right, let's see. One final card for the collective. Please show me clearly. One final card for the collective before we close up this reading. One final card, please show me clearly. Final card for this pyramid. Show me clearly. Thank you. Okay. 2 of Wands. Look at this fiery, it's fiery love. Okay. Wow. So, if we were to read this like a book, okay, I'm going to read this like a book right here. For all of these majors in the center here, it's like you knew the importance of your life. You knew the importance of recognizing your struggle. You also recognized the importance of the peaks and the valleys. Okay. You also understood that you needed a challenge, that you didn't come into this life to just have everything given to you. Okay. There's someone that's going to come into your energy as well, that's going to help you establish. This is very romantic, but also like, okay. 2 fire dancers charged with sexual attraction come close to embracing, but hold themselves back. Their torches form a blazing X between them. As their challenging gazes meet, sparks fly. Will they or won't they? Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. When you get this card in a reading, you are suddenly and passionately attracted to a person, idea, place, cause, or project. You are lit up with blazing energy that makes your whole life sweeter. But you don't have to act on every instance of attraction. Will the fire warm you or burn you? It's time to choose. Will you follow through on this attraction or not? Your affirmation is, I am powered by my passion for life, love, and wildness. Whew, okay, well, damn. Okay, so you know what's interesting is instead of the 2 of Cups, we have the 2 of Wands. And the 2 of Wands is a very fiery, very sexual, very like, passionate energy. And it's funny that all throughout this whole, like, it's like such a drama here with Judgment, Hierophant. It's like you facing off with any of your negativity that you've experienced in your life. And there's happiness at the end here. 10 of Cups, 10 of Cups. victory with the Chariot, and then finally you're able to have this kind of partnership with somebody. But are you going to take it up or not? You know? Oh my gosh, I want to pull another card because I really want to know if you're gonna, if that, what's gonna happen. I'm gonna pull one of these. Let's see. Show me clearly on this Two of Fire, please. Show me clearly. What is this Two of Fire here? Show me clearly. Okay, it's not the deck. Let's see. Which deck is it? Is it this one? Let's see. Two of Fire. Show me clearly this Two of Fire. You know what's so crazy is that this Two of Fire had the word challenge in it, and I had mentioned that there's such a challenge. You're like, I'm rising to the quest. I'm rising up to the challenge. It says health promotes spirituality, and spirituality promotes health. Choose one spiritual truth and live fully in harmony with it today. Observe how challenging it is to let your physical life be in concert with your spiritual ideals. So there's something here. It's funny because this is water, and look at this fire. And I was gonna say, fuck, man, you can't make this up. I was actually gonna say, instead of the Two of Cups, which is a romance, a watery emotional romance, this is Two of Fire. So we have two very passionate people, and to clarify, we have one person with two cups. Okay, one person with two cups. You have to make sure, if you decide to do this, I feel like Spirit is guiding you that you have to make sure that your own emotional well-being is considered and held in your hands. Do not put that on another person ever again. Your emotional well-being. That is your job. Oh my god, I love that so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. We appreciate the insight. Oh my gosh. To be sure of the road, close your eyes and walk in the dark. Spiritually closing your eyes permits heaven to enact the most wonderful guidance in your life. Say the prayer, open a new road to me today, and expect the unexpected. When it appears, accept the gift. That's what I'm going to close this reading. That was such a beautiful reading. Allow yourself to perceive yourself. Allow yourself to let go of judgment. Because we have a lot of tens here. I feel like you've reached an end of some kind. I feel like you're also evolving. I feel like the jump that's going from 5 to 10, it's like you're jumping timelines. You're making a drastic change in your life. And I'm very happy for you. All right, this is where I'm going to close it. I love you guys. Thank you for joining. I'm going to upload this, and hopefully I'll be able to do my astrological readings here soon. I love you. Peace.